Hey everybody, welcome back. What is the rudest thing a customer has done?
And you feel entitled.
You guys.
You gotta take that up with somebody else.
Buckle the up, kids. I got a bartender story time. It's like I wear a Karen magnet. Hi, I'm Santana and I'm a bartender. I work at 2 different bars and last night was my first solo bartending shift at one of them. So a group of 6 walks in, but we really only need to know about 3 of them. They all have bad attitudes when they come in. The 3 that we're going to focus on, we're going to call Karen, Melissa, and Bob. When I bring all 6 of them, all 6 of their beverages, they sit at the corner end of the bar, and Karen pulls out a stool from a table behind her and uses it to block the walkway in the bar and sit on it. Could they all have fit at the bar comfortably? Yes. Could they all have fit at one of those tables comfortably? Yes. But it's slow. I'm just going to let them sit where they want to sit until it becomes a problem. If I have people trying to come in and out and they're in the way, I'll ask them to move. They're all being kind of rowdy, kind of rude. They pay out, and my coworker, who is now off the clock, wants to go outside and smoke a cigarette. Well, she can't walk that way because Karen's chair and her body is blocking the entire walkway. So my coworker politely says, "Hey, excuse me," and tries to sneak past her to go outside. Karen immediately starts talking big shit and moves her chair more in the way when my coworker goes outside to have a cigarette. When my coworker comes back inside from her cigarette, the chair is now more in the way, so she politely says to Karen, "Hey, would you mind moving your stool a little bit? It's kind of blocking the walkway." I don't know exactly what rude Karen and Melissa said to my coworker, but it made her come back up to me fuming, and she's like, "I don't want them in the bar." She tells me what happens, and I'm like, okay, they're already paid out. Most of them are done with their drinks, so I'm hoping that they just leave. But if I need to get them kicked out, I will. And she was like, okay, and sits down at her seat. And so I go over to that end of the bar just to keep an eye on them. But it's not like I'm at that end of the bar just staring at them like this. I just start doing dishes
do that.
and stocking stuff. I'm working over there. Immediately within me loading 2 dishes, Karen's like, "Are we really causing so much of a commotion that you have to stand here?" I was like,
yes.
Before I could even figure out what to say, Karen goes, "How about I ask you this? Why is she being such a and points towards my coworker down at the end of the bar?" I was like, "She wasn't being a she just asked you to move your stool because you're blocking the walkway." Karen's like, "What walkway? What walkway?" And I was like, "That one that you're blocking right now with your chair and your body." And Bob's like, "Oh, yeah, a walkway for all of these people to walk through? I don't see any people walking through that." And literally, as he's saying that, 2 people come in the bar and having to, very awkwardly, squeeze past her and move the chair out of the way.
Listen, you're going out to eat, you're going out to drink, you are not at home, okay? These people are not your slaves, let's not treat them as such, okay? 2 words, fire hazard, say it loud. See, this is the thing. I understand you didn't want to be trouble. You didn't want to cause the trouble. You're like, "Oh, these are difficult customers. It's just fine. They'll leave soon." No, that's not what you do. You politely explain to them, "Ma'am, that's a fire hazard. We need this walkway clear." Honestly, you can't argue with a fire hazard. You just can't. As the bartender, it's your bar. Next time, once you see it happen, immediately say, don't ask, tell, "You're going to have to move that stool out." That's what's up. Because at the end of the day, it's also your job that's at stake. What if there's a fire and she's blocking the walkway and stuff? It's oh, she couldn't get out in time. Other people couldn't get out in time. Guess who's going to lose their job? You. Guess who isn't going to have anything happen to them? Karen.
So as Karen is yelling at me, "What walkway? What walkway?" that she's actively blocking, and Bob is now yelling at me going, "What walkway for what people? What people? I don't see any people needing this walkway." As he's saying that, 2 people walk in and cannot move past these people. They're struggling to squeeze past all this space that they are taking up and blocking and now causing a scene through. And I was like, those people needed to walk through, and they struggled because you're blocking the walkway. Karen goes, "Well, I put this chair here on purpose because you guys."
And that's the tea. That's the tea. That right there, that's why she sat there, okay? That's why you don't listen to them and accommodate them. They're literally doing it to piss you off.
I'm literally okay, it's 8 p.m. My shift just started. There's 10 people in the bar. It's slow as shit. There's no reason for anybody to be acting this crazy, so I'm not engaging. I literally just go, okay. That's when Melissa looks at me and she's like, "You need to stop engaging with her," telling me to stop engaging with her bestie, Karen. And she's like, "You need to stop engaging with her. She's sober." I don't think they meant in general because I've been watching Karen cup her Montucky to her chest and drink out of it through this entire situation. So maybe they mean this is her first beer of the night, which is how I took that. So Melissa's like, she's sober. And I was like, okay, so she's just a... Mind you, Karen, Melissa, and Bob are not the only people in this group. There's 3 other people, but they're not defending their friends, but they're also not telling their friends to stop acting like this. Karen is literally saying, "F you," to me. Melissa is putting her hand all up in my face, going, don't engage with her. And Bob is still going off about the fact that there's no walkway to be seen. He doesn't think that there's a walkway, even though Karen is literally blocking it entirely. Karen's like, "F you." This is the worst customer service I've ever experienced.
Well, you're the worst customer she's ever experienced, so I guess you're even. I love the
don't engage. Don't engage. You're just gonna rile her up. You don't want to know what happens next. Don't engage.
I don't even know how to take that, honestly. Like, if that happened to me, if someone had, like, fingers in my face.
Don't engage. Don't engage.
Don't stay here. Don't stay here. Get out.
I say, okay. This is so ridiculous. I literally never want to come back here.
Good. Like,
okay.
Literally good.
You're so rude. You're...
Okay.
Okay. They all start slowly making their way
Without
towards
paying.
the door, and Karen's like, this place, I'm never coming back here. And Melissa's like, you guys, like, I hate this. And Bob's like, we're never spending our money here ever again. Meanwhile, I hear one of the 3 quiet friends being like, yeah, we're never going to be allowed back
Literally.
in here again. They all leave while Karen, Melissa, and Bob are cussing at me and calling me flipping me off as they walk out the door, and I am simply saying, thanks, guys. Have a good night. Have a good night. Thanks, guys. The behavior was just so embarrassing and unnecessary. I can't imagine acting like that, but I did not let them dull my sparkle. It was my first bartending shift, and despite their behavior, I had a great shift, I had a fun time, and I'm excited to be working at this bar.
Well, I'm happy for you. Great first shift. I mean, it definitely sets you up to understand what type of people you might be dealing with in the future. I always love it when, like, really shitty customers, like really shitty people in general are like,
well, I'm never coming back here.
you say that like it's a bad thing. No, please no. Please stay. Oh God, I love being berated by you for literally no reason whatsoever. Please, come back. It's like when people say unsubscribe.
I'm unsubscribing.
Okay, bye. No, please don't go. Don't go. I didn't know you existed until this very moment, but please don't go.
Thank you, ma'am. This is not an airport. You don't need to announce your departure.
That's like telling your boyfriend, I'm blocking you. Never text me again. Just block them. Just leave. You saying that, oh, I'm never coming back here. I'm leaving. That means you're not leaving. That literally means you're not leaving. You want someone to fight for you. Fight for you. Spoiler alert. They won't. They'll just go, okay. Moving on. Utah woman learns fate after facing Shishmu battery charges for yanking down 19-year-old girl's skirt in a steakhouse after complaining it was so short. How is that any of your business? How's that any of your business?
Why are you mad? Let me do it. Oh my goodness. What the
I happen to work for the state, and if I have to watch your cheeks hanging out again, I will call CPS.
What is this really about here? Because something tells me there's a husband that ain't so far away that happened to be looking at that bum. Just so we're clear, never touch another person. Like, just don't ever touch another person. Like a stranger, just don't. No touching. No touching my monkey. No touching my skirty. Did she just say she will call CPS? So you're aware that this person is very young, and you still did that? You happen to work for the state, eh? Not anymore. Damn, she worked for the state attorney general's office. She ruined her career, literally. Like, for someone who literally works for the government, you don't really seem to know how to human. Never touch another person unless you have consent. Okay, so yes, there is some context in the comments. Source, trust me, bro. So according to the very wise comments, it is about the fact that her husband looked at someone else's ass. Let's stop blaming the ass. Okay, let's start blaming the people that are looking. And let's certainly not go up to random people and pull their skirts down. Like, what the actual hell are you doing? Is this your first day on Earth? She's saying, I
work for the state.
as if it's like, oh wow, so you know better? Okay, you should know better then. Come on now. That's even more embarrassing that you work for the government and you still do stuff like that. Like,
You guys came in as a walk-in.
I understand that, but it should not take almost 9 hours.
Sir, you're a walk-in. I have appointments until 1 o'clock. I can't just stop the dogs that I'm doing because of a walk-in. I already squeezed. I didn't take my breaks. I didn't sit down until 4 o'clock today. To put her in between my appointments, giving up my break.
I think it might be.
Why don't you make an appointment? How's that my problem?
I did try to make an appointment, but nobody said there was appointments.
There wasn't.
That's because there
And
aren't.
We still graciously took her in as a
Okay,
walk-in.
but graciously, it shouldn't take 9 hours.
Sir, I have other dogs. We had almost 22 dogs today, but we still took her in. For you to come in, be rude to me, and then swing my door open.
My point when I came in earlier was the way you approached me when I asked if she was ready.
No, ma'am, she's not. She'll be, and I will call you 20 minutes before she's ready. I told you the same thing over the phone. And I let you know when you dropped her off that there was not going to be a time. And I believe your why you would expect the time, sir, I don't understand. If I told you that there wasn't one.
Don't complain about your job.
I'm not complaining about my job.
She's complaining about you.
I'm complaining about the fact that you feel entitled.
We don't feel entitled. Just give us a dog.
Like, I gotta be real with you. If I had to explain something to you like 3 times and you still didn't listen, I'd be f***ing rude to you too. I don't like repeating myself at all. This poor woman, she's just so unbelievably done. She's dealing with sassy dogs all day, clipping those claws. And now she's gotta clip your claws too. Even the dogs are better behaved than you. What does that say?
I did try to make an appointment, but there were none.
What does that tell you, buddy? What does that tell you? There are none. I mean, I call this a win because this woman just babysat your dog for like the whole day for free. So you should be thanking her. Please enjoy your daily dose of Iowa's Karens.
Excuse me, sorry.
Are we just cutting in line? Oh, you're the Karen. You're holding the phone.
In line, so you can get back at the end.
She was sitting here and they came up. You need to calm down.
Oh, who's the Karen here? Okay, you're trying to... Oh, okay.
Calm down. You need to calm down, man. I'm not even with them and you're embarrassing yourself. Please quiet.
Let's just go down there.
No! There's no way she was up here.
She was. She was.
You can. You can. You're up here.
Nobody else.
Yeah, okay, I care she was up here. Who cares she was up here earlier? She left. Move up the line. You gotta go. Get up there. If you gotta run, get up there. You're running.
Okay, so let me understand this correctly. You left your friends in line. You left for a second. I don't know how long you were gone. Not my problem. Maybe it matters. I don't know. So then you came back and they're trying to say that you can't get back in line because you left. I don't mind if it's a single person, but I really hate when it's like a whole group coming to meet one person waiting in line, if that makes sense. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I don't like it either. I wouldn't make a scene over it. Like, I would just be the people pleaser I am and just be like, you know? It's not my favorite thing. Not my favorite. However, I wouldn't cause a scene about it. Not gonna lie, if it's just 1 or 2 people joining their friends, I don't care. If it's like 5 or something, I might be a bit annoyed. Okay, but this is actually so common though. Like, can we talk about this for a second? It's a thing. Like, it's definitely a thing. You like tell your, oh, go wait in the line. Listen, one time I was at a concert. A bunch of us, like, we had been waiting in line. It was to see SZA. Okay, so we were waiting in line to see SZA in the rain for like an hour, I think. Like, the concert started really, really late. So we ran to the bathroom and our friend went and started waiting in line for drinks just to like save time because like the concert was starting soon. And then she told us to come in line with her when we were finished in the bathroom. So I was like, oh, I don't know. I feel kind of bad about that. Like, I'm not gonna lie. And then I looked behind at the people that we cut in line in front of. And it's actually this very like well-established director that I recognized, and I was like, oh, that's not good. That's really bad that we just cut in front of this guy, and he's gonna be like, he's gonna remember that. So I politely turned to him and I said, sir, would you and your friend like a drink? Love your work, by the way. And he's like, you want to buy me a drink? And I was like, yeah, we kind of cut in line in front of you, so how about I get you a drink? Really sorry about that. And he's like, he was so flabbergasted that he was like,
yeah, okay, sure.
So that's what happened. I'm just so much better of a person. No, but like I'm like very aware that that was like kind of a rude thing to do. I didn't like it. I didn't like doing that. Okay. Realistically, I should have bought drinks for everyone that I cut in line in front of. I'm not that good of a person though. Let's be clear. Again, it's kind of one of those things where if someone cuts in line, like they went to the bathroom or something, or they went to get food or something and their friends waited in line for them. Like, if it's a group of like a few people that are kind of like skipping the line, it's a little annoying. Like, yeah, I don't like it. But would I make a scene over it and get upset? Probably not. It's not worth it.
Karen came in hot on a Sunday, demanding a refund. You won't believe what happened next.
Deducting money, I'm gonna call cops. This is ridiculous. You are not giving my refund and you're deducting money from my card again and again. What is this? At least give my money. No, I'm gonna call cops. I'm gonna call cops. Okay?
They might be upset about the damage you've just done.
They are an employee who is deducting money again and again. Why are you doing all this? You have to give it a couple business days. Yes, I got for the refund. I will wait. But why did you deduct money yesterday? Refund yesterday. It wasn't a refund. It was a deduction. Where is that person? Where is that person?
They can't do anything for you now. You need to give it a couple business days. These are how banks work.
I do work with bank. Okay. I am staff. I know how this works.
Yelling in the store.
You can बदतमीजी आया है, वो अकली नहीं है, कोई पास आया।
Oh. What kind of store is this? Mr. Safe? What is this? Where are we right now? Looks like a Mark's Work warehouse. Where is this? Mr. Safety? We're at Mr. Safety right now? Why are you guys taking money out of her account? Sorry, I'm confused. Like, listen, I feel like she does kind of have the right to be mad, but you don't have the right to throw things and destroy property. I'm just saying. I worked for a bank and it could take 5 to 10 business days for a refund to show up. Although most of the time the money's in your account within 5 days. I mean, honestly, I've waited like 10 days before. The refund was processed and you're upset that the money was not in your account pretty much immediately. Am I understanding that correctly? Yeah, girl, Bessie, baby girl, that's not how it works. It's not how it works. Yeah, it takes a little time, babe. It takes a little time to get your refund. Honestly, like, you might have a complaint. You could take it up with customer service. You could call a number or something. It might be valid, but you going into a store and destroying their property automatically makes you look stupid. Stupid! It looks stupid. I'm not on your side. Simply because you went to the store and you destroyed things. You might feel like destroying things. You might feel like touching people and just pulling skirts down and stuff, but you shouldn't. You shouldn't.
I just went on my lunch because, bro, I can't, bro. This job pissing me off sometimes. Bro, I was just trying to walk out the door and trying to go and enjoy my lunch. And then while I was on my way to the door, there was this guy. He literally came up to me and was like, hey, bro, can you help me? I was like, nah, man, I'm on the clock. I'm not on the clock. So I can't really help you right now. And he started looking at me crazy, asking me, oh, why you can't help me right now? You still got your vest on. What? That literally does not mean anything. I can still have my vest on and still be on my lunch. Like, what, bro? To make matters even worse, bruh. To make matters worse, there was a whole nother employee like 5 paces next to him. They was literally on the other aisle, literally waiting for somebody to come bother them. I told him, bro, like, look, listen, I'm off the clock, so I really can't help you. Like, there's nothing I can really do. And had said, bro, like, you're still in the store, so apparently you must not be on your lunch. You're out on the floor. Worst part is, bro, that 20 minutes that was added on to my lunch was literally taken from my lunchtime. So now I only got, 40 minutes of lunch. I swear it's like some of these customers do not have the patience to go just look around the store for another employee. If I'm on lunch, I'm on lunch.
This man needs his lunch. This man needs a break. Give this man a break. He needs it. What did this customer expect you to do? Teleport out of the store so you wouldn't be seen in the store while you were on lunch? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Maybe he just liked your face and he wanted you to help him. Bro's mad about only having 40 minutes left. Meanwhile, there's me with a 15-minute break. It depends on how long you work, honestly. Yeah, I only used to get like half an hour, honestly. But perhaps working at Walmart, I would also need an hour-long break. Seeing as you're still wearing your vest, but you're in your car, I would imagine that you're still working. So would you be able to direct me to the electronics aisle? That was a funny joke. It wasn't. It really wasn't.
I know you lying. I know you gotta be lying. I know you gotta be joking.
I've been waiting for this.
I was in line. You weren't in line.
I was in line, yes. I went to the charging station over there and it wasn't working, so I pulled over here and I was waiting. I've been waiting ahead of you.
You moved your feet and you lost your seat, sir.
No,
I didn't know. How was I supposed to know you was in line?
I was sitting right over here.
I wasn't watching you. I was watching the charging pump.
Okay. Well, do you mind if I can use this charger since I was waiting?
I'm going to use this charger, and then if you hop back in line, hopefully nobody else can skip you.
I was literally just sitting over here.
I'm sorry. I didn't see you, sir.
I feel like that's a lie.
Well, I feel like I'm finna charge. You got to get away from my car.
I feel like I don't understand why you're being difficult right now.
I'm not being difficult. I'm finna charge my car.
I understand that, but I've been waiting here.
I didn't see you waiting.
Car. I was sitting right there.
You got to take that up with somebody else. Sorry.
Snooze, you lose. How did you end up in front of him if he had been waiting? His words, I was in line, then I went to a different charging station. Sir, good day. Oh, I see. I was in line at one point and I went somewhere else and now I expect to get in the line again. That's not how lines work. That's not how lines work. Imagine that.
Oh, yes, I was in line yesterday, so I'm gonna just cut in front of you right now because, you know, at one point I was in line. I was. Technically, I have been waiting longer than you. Therefore, I can come and go as I please and cut right in front of you.
That's not how it works. It's not how it works. It's not how it works. Say it with me. It's not how it works. It's not how it works.
That's not how it works. It's not how it works. It's not how it works.
That's silly. You're silly.
Okay, we heard you.
Yeah, no.
Can you call it? Because she won't let us call it.
Yeah, what's the phone number?
916. Well, he's gonna turn off the ringer.
Oh my God! What do you want him to get naked, lady?
All right, guys. I cannot like your phone.
You don't need
guys,
to.
Yeah, dude.
Let's try to
turn the ringer off.
Let's try to just stay calm and cool. Okay. So 916.
I really need my phone back.
Stop looking at him like it's her. Talk to him. He's trying to help you.
Let me get the number. 916.
Is everything in my pocket?
Do you want to pat him down?
You can pat me down, girl. That's all I got.
I'm still waiting for the number.
Well, if it's
in his pocket,
give her.
It won't ring because he turned off your ringer. Is what
Yeah.
you're also accusing us of. Even though he just emptied out everything in his pocket. Here's his pocket.
He shouldn't have
with
done
his
that.
vape in it. You want him to, do you want to turn around?
Guys, can we?
She can't.
well, if they have my number, then they have my phone.
Well, let's.
We don't have your phone.
I just stuck it right here. You walk right behind me.
How about you type it in?
You type it in.
I did not take.
What
would I even do
right
with it?
now?
Let me guess. Is that
it in
buzzing
your
in your
purse,
purse?
It is. I'm so sorry.
Really? Oh my
Sorry.
God. Oh my Lord. Oh my. Me, oh my. That was the dumbest thing I have ever seen in my life. Like, at least she seems apologetic, but like, what the fuck? This reminds me of times when I'm like looking for like things in my house and I'm like, somebody must have moved it. Somebody must have taken it. Ah! Stop blaming everybody else. You misplaced it. It's your fault. Scatterbrain. All right, that's enough Karens for one day. Subscribe.